Hello everybody, it's Lisa Brown, Brown Uncles Crafting. This is a cute little piece of rice paper that we're going to use, and I'm going to use one of the Dollar Tree frames. And I noticed in the video this paint looks black, but it's actually probably one of the darkest blues I've ever seen. It did have a blue cast to it in person, but it does look black here on this frame, and I promise you it's not black. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way around this frame, and we're going to go ahead and paint and make sure we get all the painting done and make sure we get all of that gold out of there, because we are going to put a different colored gold on top of it, because I didn't want it to be flat, because these frames have a lot of designs in them that you can really bring out. Went ahead and dried that so I'd have a place to grab there at the bottom. And I know this looks really, really black, but it's probably one of the darkest blues. And I bought this up in, I want to say, in a place that Michelle and I went to. I think it was probably Indiana, or it could have even been over in not Mayfield, but the other town that we were in, Metropolis. I can remember the store we went to had a little booth, and she had these paints in there. And I just thought it was a pretty color. I do like blues, and this was a really dark blue. Now I'm taking some honey gold wax that I got from scrappysrustic.com. It's kind of like Rub and Buff, but not really. It's pretty close. It doesn't have the smell that Rub and Buff has. And I'm just using a brush, and I'm brushing it over all the design of this frame. And I'm going to make sure I have a good coat all the way around. And I just kind of swashed my brush on the outside edges and the inside edges. This really did bring out the detail, and this is really, really pretty in person. I wanted to bring out the gold in the rice paper that I was going to put in here. I think this turned out so cute. And sometimes you can see a little bit of blue in this just by the way the light hits it, but other times it does look black. I did see a corner here that I missed painting it, so I just put a little bit on my finger and just put it on, and then I dried it. Once we had that dry, we went ahead and just put our gold back on it, and now I'm just making sure I have enough gold around the edges to bring out the edges and inside that little beaded area. I think this just turned out really, really pretty. Once we have that done, I'm going to set this aside, and then we're going to take the backing that goes in, and we're going to go ahead and paint that white. There's a picture of the paint there. I've never seen this brand before. It was a different brand, and I've never seen it since. We're going to go ahead and put some of the almond latte cream-colored paint on this and just make a really quick coat. It doesn't have to be fully painted down. We just want it a little bit lighter underneath our rice paper. And this rice paper is just going to fit in on this frame. We won't get all the little honeybee, but we'll get 90% of it. Went ahead and put some Mod Podge down. We're going to dry that really good. And now I'm just going to lay my paper down. And it does fit, and I just kind of lose a little bit of the bee, not a whole lot. You still see the bee in there. The main part I wanted to do was get that mason jar in that is filled with honey. And you can see the gold is the same color as gold that's in the honey that we put on the edges there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and trim around with my scissors. And we're going to throw that in our scrap pile. And see, we did get a little bit of the bee there. We're going to snap that back inside this frame and put the backing on. I hope you guys have a great day today, and I'll see you guys all later this evening. Goodbye.